Welcome back to the channel. Today is day 181 of playing chess every day until 2000 ELO. Let's find an opponent. We're sitting at 1698 and we got e4 c6, the Caro-Kann. They play the advance, we go here. Now knight out. We'll go ahead and pin them. So they just unpin here. So now we're going to play knight out. Just protect everything. We want to play this as soon as possible. Actually, e6 was probably a little bit more accurate than knight to c6. He can't play this though, because I would take back with the bishop. But I think this just allows him to take. And then after e6, he might be able to play this, but then here, have to go back. It's just not pretty, basically. He's definitely calculating dc. No, okay, so now that he played that, we do need to take. He'll probably take with the knight. We'll take, he takes. So what he was threatening with the bishop there was, had I played this, then he can take and we can't recapture. So we don't want to allow that. Yeah, so he captures like that. And now I think we're just going to go ahead and play e6. We could take the bishop, but I don't really think there's a need for that. So he's finally kicking me away. We'll take, he takes. I don't know if I want to take this bishop. I might take the bishop. He goes here. Is there any way to come out with tempo? Not really. But I also want to be able to attack this pawn. Could maybe go here. So if I were to take, he takes. There's always checks here, which is very annoying. There's also a way to develop. But if I go here, he might play this move. And then his king could be a little bit exposed. Play rook here. Or we could go like this. This is just a very common plan in the Caro. I don't know why I'm overthinking it. And if he were to play here, we have this move, putting more pressure on this pawn. So my opponent plays queen there. So what I'm noticing is if I play this, the bishop has to move. Or he can play this, which would be relatively good, I think, actually. So if I go here, he goes here. And my point would have been that the bishop has to move and then we can take. Now I'm thinking, since he moved the queen, why don't we just take? He goes here, then we can put the queen or the knight here and we just gained a bunch of tempo. So I think I'm going to do that. We're going to take. Then we're going to attack the queen. We're going to make the queen move 3 times in a row while we just got to develop. And he has to protect, so he'll probably have to go here. And then I'd be thinking of moves like this. Or actually, if he goes here, we can just push the pawn. Maybe? No. Because then takes and then queen here, he can take, and then our structure is a little bit Yankee. I don't like that. I think we just finish our development. Or we could play queen here, trying to win the pawn. Because here, queen here, how does he protect this? Okay, so he goes there. So if I play this, how does he protect the pawn? Try and trade off. Let's go here. I just don't understand how he's going to hold on to the pawn. And typically in the Caro-Kann, when you win that pawn, you're in very good shape. Also, after knight takes, we'd have discovered attacks, threatening to win the queen. We'd also have attacks on this. Can go pin me, but then we can just take the pawn with check. So if I go here, he goes here. We can take with check, and we'd be fine. So let's go ahead and do that. Take the pawn. I'm assuming he'll play this, but then we take the bishop with check. He has to take. And even if he did that, we always have bishop here, which actually could be decent. But I think this is the most simple way. He does have checks here, but we can always jump back. Maybe we do want to just develop the bishop. Maybe. So if rook e1, bishop to d6, he can't take because I take. Still threatening this. And then we'd have some threats there. Queen there, just castle. Bring the rook here. But I want to not be so greedy because I could take, and then win this pawn, which is probably the best move, but I'd rather just go here and castle and just be safe, to be honest with you. So my opponent plays bishop back, probably looking to have this check, and there's no immediate threats here, so I might just play this so that there is no check, because that would be very annoying to deal with. So let's go here, stop this from coming in. He can give this check, but now we can play this. If queen here, and I were to go here, can he go check here? Ooh, he can. So if queen check here, bishop sacks, and I were to take here, it's pinned. So in the case of this, we actually have to come back with the knight. Or maybe we just try to trade queens. Ooh, but check. If I were to go here, he can do this because I can't take. So he might actually be able to utilize that pin here. Can put more pressure, but if takes, then we just take with the pawn. So then we don't have to worry about that. We can just continue to try and castle. Not quite sure what that does. So he's just protecting here. Maybe trying to protect that. I could create another tempo on him and develop at the same time, which I don't really see a reason not to, except for he might play here, but that doesn't really seem like it's that great. So if I go here and he gives the check, I can always go back. This, yeah. Or I could play solid and go here. Let's just play here. I don't really see a reason to play it there, because then we just have loose pieces. It just gets a little too complex. I think I just want to castle, bring the other rook. Like, there's no point in doing this. We'll just go here, and then then there's pins. I mean, I can play this, but no. Yeah, now he develops. So is he threatening anything? He literally can't go anywhere. So let's just go ahead and castle. So I kind of want to play this. And my idea behind it is that I want to get my knight here, and if he were to take, then I can take, and we have a very large center. Or we could double up. Here, we're kind of threatening to go here. Let's play this, and then just try to get really good pieces. He can't really play this, because then I go here, and I don't think he can sacrifice. He gets 2 pawns for a bishop, but then, after knight comes in, we can probably just play this. It stops me from doing anything there. Now we can go ahead and put our knight right there, and if he takes, then like we have a huge pawn chain, and if he doesn't take, we can take here, and he can push, but then that creates weaknesses. This becomes very weak. Yeah, so he does take with the bishop, so I can take here, I could take here. I think taking this way is better, so yeah, let's take here, and now we can have ideas of this. We can even maybe play this move and try to take, and then just ruin his structure completely. Yeah, I think my next move is going to be a rook to b8, just putting pressure on this. And then we might hit him with this, trying to get double pressure. We'll see. See what happens in the hood. So he goes rook there. I don't really know what rook there does, if I'm being totally honest with you. I think that's just actually a very bad place for the rook. So let's place our rook on this better file. He'll probably play here. Now, I could do this. How does he protect the pawn? Probably has to go all the way over here. If I go here, well, then we can force some trades, because then we can take, unless he takes with that, create some weaknesses. Let's go ahead and play this. So we hit this, we hit this. If he wants to protect with the queen, he has to go there. Takes back. But then we can fork him, right? Here, queen can't take, rook can take. So rook takes here, queen takes. But I think we can just one-up it and play rook to d8, threatening the fork, while also protecting, or not protecting, but improving the rook's position. The knight simply has 0 squares, except for here, and here, I guess. So he gets out of the way. So if I play this, he can go there. Would we be threatening anything with that? I think we just make our position worse if we play like that. So what if we were to go queen here, putting more pressure? Can he play that here? We could also just double up here. Just try and double up on that file. Try to win the pawn. Try to get the other pawns to promotion. So he puts another attacker on the bishop, but it's not hanging yet. Does he have a way of attacking it again? Of course, but we can just move it. So I think we're just going to double up. Let's just double up here. There's no takes because queen takes. And we can simply move the bishop, or even just take the knight. Or we can even play f6. But then this pawn becomes very weak. I don't like that. I'd like to keep my pawn structure very solid. It's kind of what I'm aiming for here. Pardon? Takes, takes. So he's just trying to get rid of all the pawn stuff. Okay, queen takes. So this is now attacked. But we can just move it. We could take. I think we can just take here. So let's calculate. So takes. If he takes, we can take. Does he have any back rank stuff? No. So if takes, I guess he does have some issues here. Maybe we just slide back. And let's just go ahead. Be safe. Slide back. We're up 2 pawns. And our next step will be probably just to create a little bit of space so that there's no checkmate. Maybe taking here, but then we actually get checkmated, so we won't do that. Well, I guess we could take once, and if he were to take... Okay, so now he wants to sacrifice. Wants a sacrifice for checkmate. We're not going to allow him to do that, so we'll play this. Create a little bit of room. I think my opponent is just playing for tricks at this point. Yeah, so now he's just attacking the bishop, but we can just simply move up and protect. Just go ahead and protect the bishop. Also, now there's no back rank issues. He plays that, but we can just trade it off. Yeah, he doesn't want to trade. Can't blame him. So we could come in with either rook. I think coming in here is not too bad. I don't really want him to infiltrate on the back rank, so we're just going to play this rook back to attack the pawn and attack both pawns. Okay, so he plays there. We can just take this pawn now. We can threaten to come in and win the pawn. We can just start throwing this pawn forward. So he wants to trap this bishop to move like this. But we always have this. Just come here. Just trying to infiltrate. So if I take, he takes. If I take, can he go here? I take, he takes with check. Oh, okay, so that's a little bit of an issue. What if I just go here? Attack the rook. He just resigns. Okay. Beautiful stuff. Let's play a second match. So we find 1665. We have the white pieces. Good night, mate. Vienna game. So he plays there. Let's go knight to c4. And we got a copycat variation. So we play queen g4. And on this, we go here. Joined 30 days ago. Oh my gosh. I hope this guy's legit. He looks legit. So my opponent does not know the theory here, apparently. He goes g6. So I think... What do we do against this? We need to move the queen, otherwise he hits us with this. So I think we go here to threaten mate. I think that's the move. And then he should probably play this. This is not possible because of that move. So after knight f6, we go knight d5, challenging the knight. If takes, we go here, threatening mate, then he castles. And then to stop the knights from coming in, we go here. It's also good to note that queen out is not a good move, because then we can play this, threatening a fork. And if you were to take the queen, then we develop with tempo. Not with tempo, but we just develop while recapturing. It's always good. That doesn't seem good at all. I mean, there's not really a way to punish him for it. So we're going to play... I want to play knight here, and then maybe... Can we do that? No. We're going to go knight here just to stop this move. And then we'll just try and finish our development. We're probably going to castle long. I might play g4 and try to go for g5. So I'm completely out of theory now because I've never seen this. Also, it's good to note why knight e2 is a good move. It's to stop this threat, because if we don't... Okay, so he plays there to try and threaten the fork, which is kind of the point of this move, was to not allow him to go here. But now we can just do this. We can go back with the bishop to protect here. And now that this is occupied, we're going to go here, attack the knight. And now the knight has to retreat to a6, which is very sad. And then we're just going to play d3. Try and maybe trade this off. It's like his only active piece. He's probably going to play d5. Queen there. What does that do? I don't see why we wouldn't try and trade this off. Maybe we do castle this way. No, my queen's looking a little bit stuck though, I will say. So maybe we take with the queen if he takes. He just slides back. That's such an interesting move. Maybe trying to make room for that. I mean, to be honest, we're going to take. He can have the open file. I really don't care about that. He's just going to give me this. Play d4. Takes here. I mean, we could castle. Why not? This bishop looks kind of strong. I might play h3 just to stop the bishop from ever coming in. Knight there. Yeah, he probably wants to try and get here. We're just gonna stop that. Just gonna control his pieces. Now let's just simply bring the rook to the center. And then we're gonna take, I think. Maybe. Maybe not, because then knight comes in. He could actually play here. And then the queen has to do something here. Go over here. I don't know. I don't like how this guy's playing, but this is what happens. Yeah, he plays there. So he hits this pawn, but I don't think that's too big of an issue. Let's go here. And my point is I'm going to try and do this. And it also allows for f4 to be played, which could be a good move. Since his king's in the center of the board. Yeah, let's go ahead and take that pawn. And then we're going to try and play f4. So I'm assuming he might play like here. No, he has to play this, otherwise I can take the pawn. So he goes here, then we play f4. If takes, we take back like this. He can take here. No, because it's defended. Doesn't give him this move. No, if he plays this, then we take. Yeah, so he takes like that. And now I'm going to hit him with f4. It does weaken this diagonal. There's no way to utilize that right now, though. But his king's just in the center of the board, so I want to try and take advantage of that. If he plays this move, we can just simply move. Yeah, I mean, we could go here. It's hitting that pawn a lot. So we have a lot of choices. Takes, 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 takes. Is that an option? Two pieces. No, because rook or knight can take. So what if we slide back? Is there an issue with this move? Takes, takes, takes. That's the issue. Offer a queen trade. He can take. So if I play here, is there an issue with that? If he takes, we take back. Then he's got to move this somewhere, maybe here. I think this is a fine move. Here, takes, takes. He can't recapture. Yeah, I think this is okay. If he takes like this, we just take with many things. Let's go queen here. So if he takes the bishop, I think I'll take here. Yeah, okay. So he goes for that. So do I want to take with the rook? Or do we want to take with the queen? What do we want to take with? This is also now going to be a hanging. I don't know that taking with the knight really makes a lot of sense. Because where is this knight going to go afterwards? Where we might be able to double up here. If queen takes, we're immediately threatening this pawn. So if queen takes, knight takes here, takes, queen takes here. This isn't possible. He has to be very careful. Let's take. Let's take with the queen. He has to be very careful that he doesn't get his queen pinned to the king. So like takes, takes, takes. Then we can go here. If you were to take, then we have this. But I guess he can do this. I'm assuming he'll play rook to f8. Seems like a logical move. Long castle. Okay. So if we take here, we lose this pawn, don't we? Takes, takes, here, takes, rook's here. But then we can go here. No, we can't because this is hit. So rook back, maybe get over here. I think we need to take the free pawn, right? Let's take the pawn. So he just goes to protect. Can I push the pawn now? No, that does not work. What if I go here? Where does the knight actually go? Knight takes. That's what happens. So I'm debating on this move. But then he can take, take. So this pawn is really kind of the problem. But I can play knight here, protect the pawn, and once again if he takes, then we're kind of happy here. But now he has another attacker. But I guess if here, he can't really do that because then takes, here takes, here takes. Yeah, so I'm going to play this. If he takes, we're happy doing this. And now we're protecting the pawn. But what I'm thinking is, if I take and he takes, and then he takes here, I can go here pinning the knight. He takes the bishop. Okay, so I guess we need to take, right? But the bishop wasn't protecting the pawn, so now the pawn's not an issue. But there is a clearance sacrifice of allowing this check now, which I don't think really does much, but... Okay, so he's attacking the pawn. I can just push it. So let's go here. If he wants to come in, we'll just take the queen. He takes and then move this. We can maybe infiltrate here. He attacks this rook. So now he wants me to take. So let's just take the queen. It's fine. Now we can just slide behind our pawn. We kind of wanted to be there anyways, so that's not too bad. So he goes knight back. Let's go ahead and hit that bishop. I'm assuming he wants to blockade here. Yeah, and that also protects. That was a little bit silly. Can't take the open file. If I go here, he goes here, but then we have a fork. Not to mention, this is a very strong square for the knight. King up. Good move. If I play this, he has this move. Yeah. This bishop, honestly, is too strong. And this knight's not doing anything. Yeah, he takes that file. So if I go here, there's a fork. So I can't actually do that. This would be a horrible mistake because takes, and then this. How are we supposed to make progress here? I think I need to remove that bishop. Yeah, I saw that move coming. Now he's hitting that. We can go here. So there is a fork here, but the bishop protects. So I'm thinking of stuff like this, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So I kind of want to get rid of this, but I can't because there's just always a fork, is there not? If I go here, he goes here, that would hang. Don't want to lose that pawn. Here, takes. Okay, here, pawn can't take. He has to take like this, but then, wait. So here, he has to take with the bishop. Then we have this, threatening this. We're also threatening a fork, but then bishop, or then there's that. But I think this is a good way to get rid of that pesky bishop. So let's go here. Very pesky. Now we can do this as well. There's some ideas. I feel like we freed up some of our position here. He could pin me. He goes knight back. So if I go here, he goes here, then I go here. What about just going here right now? Doubling up. He's protecting this again. If I go here, he pushes. What about just taking? Our knight is horrendous. If I go here, trying to go here, what can he do? If I go here, he can't take. Here, he can't infiltrate because of this. So let's go for that. Try and get here. Worst case scenario, we can just do this. So he goes there. So if I were to take now, he takes. But I think we can just put the knight here, protect the pawn, and if he takes, then we have discovery attacks. So obviously he's not going to want to do that. And we're threatening to go here, which is just a fork of these two pieces, because this would be pinned. So he might miss that because he's in time trouble. He gets out of the way. So we can take with check this. He can't take with the rook because the rook's pinned. He's probably going to take with the pawn. And then I think we're going to double up. So if he takes, then we'll take back and protect everything. He protects with the rook. So I kind of want to go here. He goes here. We have this. He can't take. So if I go here, he goes here. We go here. Then we are threatening to take because this would be pinned. So let's go here. And if he takes, then we have this. Then it kind of forces this to happen. Knight there. What does that do? He's not threatening anything here. Take with check. He goes here. He's threatening to go here, I think. So let's go ahead and play b3 just to stop this from happening. Okay, so he sidesteps. He gets out of the way. This hit, but it doesn't really matter. So if I take, I don't think taking is the right idea. Or wait, maybe it is. We have checks. Maybe not. Let's play a4. Takes, we take with the knight. He pushes. He pushes now. Can we go check? I go check. He moves. But we're not really threatening anything. Go here. Let's go here, put more pressure. He does have this discovery attack, but I would take with the pawn protecting. Let's go ahead and take back. Knight back. What does that do? Okay, let's go here. Then this hangs, but he can take the knight. Let's go here. Let's attack. If he takes, then we take with check, and then we pick up a pawn. So he goes back, protecting the infiltration. We'll go here. We're attacking both pieces. Protects. Just protect the knight. Very simple move. He wants to get here. Let's push the pawns. If he goes here, we'll go here. Protect. So he wants to activate the king. Can't go there. Let's check. He comes here. Is there anything? Let's go here. Let's try to do something with this. Maybe takes. Oh, he pinned me. This is not good. But we have a discovery check, which he misses. And we win the rook. If he goes here, we probably have another check. No? Okay, let's go ahead and take. So I'm thinking we just take, obviously. Go here and then try to promote. Okay, we need to go check. So let's push. If I can just cover the promotion square, we will win. Because his knight won't be able to do much. So let's go here. Promote. You get the rook, but I get queen. Yeah, I'll go here. That's fine. So he goes knight there. Why? Not sure. Let's go check. Or not check. Let's go queen. And he just resigns. Beautiful stuff. Alright, so let's take a look at those games. I felt pretty good about them. So the first game, we played with a 90.2% accuracy. We had 0 mistakes, 0 misses, 0 inaccuracies, and 0 blunders, which is very, very nice to see, especially after the last little while. So we get this. I love my Caro-Kann stuff. I mean, this is just, there's not really much to look at here because there's no mistakes, right? So we just played very safely, took the pawn, took another, and he just resigned. We had a 2200 performance elo versus his 1900. Game number 2, we had an 83% accuracy versus his 76 or 78.6, sorry. So we had a copycat of Vienna. This is a mistake. I already thought that that was wrong. So we had to play knight to e2 just to stop this move from happening. He goes there. We just slide the bishop back. And white's already better. So what should I have done here? So I wanted this right away. Takes. And it just says knight a4. So since his king is so weak in the center of the board, it just wanted me to sacrifice and open up the board. Makes sense. Goes back, takes, takes. Then we play d4. It's a mistake. Where should I have gone? So I should have went there. Taking was wrong. Should have went knight there to target this pawn. Taking with the queen was a mistake, really. Had to take with the knight. Then we get a pawn. It's very equal here. So you got it out of the opening. And this is very drawish until around here we get a pawn. Takes. This is not a good move. So I should have went there to try and create an outside pass pawn. Yeah, that makes sense. This is a miss. Rook in? That's such a computer move. Yeah, so we get this. And pushing our pawns was not right. So I should have went king here. Just activate the king. And then, so we're winning. And then we throw our game there. So we had to go check. He takes, I take, he goes there. We stop, and he just blunders this. So what did he have to do here? Just play king up, so there's no discovery check. But then it's very simple from here. I mean, even me, who is horrible at endgames, can still pull this one off. We had to be careful. Where is it? Right here, I believe. Getting behind would have been wrong, I think, because he can play this. But anyways, yeah, you saw how it went. We got our queen. We won 2 games in a row. Finally, a great day. We had a performance elo of 1900 versus his 1750. If you enjoyed the video today, please consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing, and I'll see you tomorrow.